City, Sugar City. Need to wake up. Sugar City Morning Show. A pleasant morning going out to everyone in tune to Norte Televisión. Channel 10 right here this morning. Folks, it's Thursday. Good morning. Boite Binafi, Fedu Gaduro. Yeah, that was for you, Emerson. You know, having a great time. You're waking up on this Thursday. You feel good. You feel nice. And we're ready to go. It's a little bleaky outside right here in Orange Walk. A little overcast skies, but in a few, we will be checking in with the Belize Met Service to see what the weather forecast is right here today. So once again, good morning and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. Robert Checker Usher with you right up till around 9 o'clock this morning. There is a lot to discuss. As usual, every day we have many issues to discuss and we cannot discuss everything at the same time. So we continue right here this morning on this lovely, beautiful morning. Like we say, oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day. And once again, we just hope that you're having a great time. You're waking up this morning. And today will be that day that you will achieve what you have always been working for and going for and fighting for hard. So we want to certainly wish you the best on your expectations, your goals, whatever you're feeling, and let's hope that today will be that day, because you know we go through, we fight hard for those, we get in at this and we get in at that, and sometimes you feel like, man, you know what happened. But I want to wish you all and hope that today will be that day that you will achieve what you always been longing for, what you have been working for. If you have that job interview, hope that it will get you. You have to go to the doctor. Whatever you're doing, we want to hope that that day will be today for you. And we want to say good morning to our sister in this morning. Good morning, Delvey.
Good morning, blessed morning, Mr. Checky, and good morning to everyone listening.
That's right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Thursday.
A blessed and beautiful day that the good Lord has shown us once again.
Certainly, always and forever. And you know, everything. We want to give thanks this morning as usual, right?
Yes. You know, every day that we open our eyes, it's just another day to say thank you, Lord.
Yeah, give thanks and praise.
Yes. All right. I'd just like to share, the verse for the morning, and I'll go into the prayer.
Okay, certainly.
Today, from Psalm 17, verse 6, and it says, I have called upon you, for you will hear me, O God. Incline your ear to me and hear my speech. Almighty and Heavenly Father, Lord, this morning I come before you once again, O God, in total adoration and joy, O God, giving you thanks for yet another day. Thank you for filling us with the breath and the gift of life, O God. Thank you for preserving us and keeping us throughout the night, Lord. May we never take it for granted, O God. For it is written in your words that one day, O Lord, this flesh will depart, O God, and our spirit, Lord, will go back to you. But while we are here, may we rejoice in the day that you have blessed us with, O God. May we walk this walk, O Lord, that at the end of this life we can get to hear, well done, my good and faithful servant. So as we go up this day, I just pray, O God, for every soul you are not through it yet. I pray for every person who may be listening right now. I just pray for divine direction in and through their life. And I pray that every path that they walk, Lord, may be a path that takes them a little bit closer to you. I just give you thanks for all that you continue to do in each and every one of our lives. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.
Amen and amen. What a powerful prayer this morning.
Amen. Yeah, we serve a powerful God, Mr. Checky, and sometimes nobody will ever know everything about him, but sometimes when we talk about God, it's like a fairy tale. He's not just a story.
Mm-hmm.
He's alive, he's real, he's a living God.
Yeah, that shows just like how all those prayers can come down to you, that you can disseminate it to the world, because people watch us all over, and just like that once you follow the path of the Lord, then whatever you are trying to achieve, He will make sure that if you are doing it with a good mind and you are doing it because it is something that you will be doing to help the community, then The good Lord will be there to shower that blessings on you as well, right?
He will be there. His will above all things. Yes.
Yep. So, well, it's Thursday once again, and we need a poem. We need a poem today.
And I am ready with one. This one I have is entitled Perception of a Christian.
Perception of a Christian. Okay.
Yes. All right. It goes like this. Look at them sitting in the church and they call themselves the Big C, Christian, and the controversy of what one perceive and what they should believe. Christ-like, not church-like, is what it really spells. For if everyone walked out of the building, it's only hard concrete and nothing else. Christians are looked at and expected to be perfect. If that was the case, then there would be no need for God to direct. Christians are looked at and expected to heal every soul. God does the healing. Christians are responsible to take the word around the world. Christians are looked at and expected to be boring and blue. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord. We dance and rejoice too. In each and every person was placed a heart and a space to come back to God. But after all, He created us and left us His word. Some choose to turn back sooner, but in each of us He placed a choice. What do you choose to do when He sends you His voice?
Okay. So Christians are there to take along that message, right?
Yes. I wrote this poem, a bit personal, because a lot of the times, when people hear about Christianity, they say, oh, my life, I don't know, I can't where I want, I can't go where I want and do the things that I want to, So how Christianity is perceived make a big difference in a person choosing if they want to, renewing their mind if they want to follow Christ or not.
Yeah.
So when you get to what when we get to accept God in our lives, it's no longer all lives per se. Because if we used to go to a club and stuff like that, we give up that old part of ourselves and we be a new creation in Him. A lot of people still have in mind, if I go in a church, the church will burn down, and that could be further away from the truth.
Yep.
Further away from the truth. So
But Christian life no boring, right?
It's not. It's not. It only becomes boring if one is not willing to let go or to give up the things when they used to do in the world. That is where the challenge comes in.
Yep. But how when it comes to we know that there is so many people in this world, but that is we still not have enough people spreading the word, right? So we have persons that when it comes to religion, right? Some people might say, oh, that religion go this way, that one go this way. But you know what? None of us know who is carrying out the right message. We are trying to do it, but what these people are doing in different religions, they are preaching what they believe, what they see, and what they believe is right. None of us is here to judge them and say, oh, that religion this and that religion that, right?
But what we are supposed to do, as individuals, is to get into the Word of God. Because the Word of God is the ultimate truth. It is what stands. Whether we believe in a God or not, Mr. Checky, His truth, His Word still stands, right? And a lot of people think, oh, I believe in a Mary, I believe in a this, whatever the Word of God say, that is the final. So for us to see the truth, we need to read the truth. And only the Bible can reveal that.
That's right.
Then we can have, evidence not to argue with anyone, but to stand for the truth. So if you can tell me that I have to spin by my head 15 times and bow down and then God will hear my prayer, where in the Bible does it say that?
Yeah, that not the in there.
If you know the in there, then then it's not something that is where religion comes in. You know, you have to walk on your knee for 50 miles. Where on the Bible does it say that? Because the Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth. God shows us how to communicate with him, how to get to him through the Bible. So when we read it, we learn. Right? Then we can be able to stand up for the truth.
Yeah. But then like I was always saying that make we don't look on people when they put themselves as religion, right? Because maybe their belief is whatever they are preaching is the right word, so we cannot judge them either, right?
No, but we can learn the truth though.
Yes.
So if anybody come, right, we will not argue with them, but we will show them in the word of God, you know, in love. God, that's what Jesus did. Pharisees came to him and bring all kind of things. Should you heal on the Sabbath and this and that? And with the same word of God, he told them, if your picnic drop in our well, our Sabbath, you want left from there? I think not.
Okay. I feel you.
You want to take them out?
Yep,
right.
Yep. Yes. So the interpretation, when you need to get the real facts and the real forward, the Bible is there, right?
The Bible is right there, yes. You know, and the congregation of saints, you see like this, discussions, you know, when we have Bible study, when you go to church, and other people say, oh, I don't have to go to church, I don't need to go. But we learn, Mr. Checking, okay, you could be a priest or a bishop, there is always something new to learn from the Word of God. He shows you different things. But if we neglect that, thinking that we good, we pray home and things, that is good. But when we get together, you know, like discuss like this, discussing Bible studies and stuff, we learn more.
That's true, because what maybe I might have interpretation of something, but when you have the Bible studies and you hear different words coming out, and when you're looking at the Bible, because sometimes you could read one book, you know, sometimes some people read one book and they really don't understand what they are reading in the book. But if you have a gathering and people are, you know, interpreting whatever that is saying, then it helps, right?
It helps, it becomes clearer. Because there are a lot of things that I still don't know. We will die and not know all of the Bible.
True.
You know, but we get to learn, right? We get to learn as we go along, and that's the beauty of growing in Christianity. That will bring the joy. Because like saying you are in your marriage, you date your wife for 1 year. After the second year, you say, don't correct. No more date, no more flowers. Your wife will knock you on your shoulder and say, hey, what happened? You don't know the pay me mind. What happened?
Wake up.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Wake up. So when you know I carry out every day, but you know that will keep the spice going. It's the same thing with Christian life. If we get into it more, the more I say, hey, all right, you know, it becomes a lifestyle more than just I want to God. It becomes a journey with Him.
And is this a true statement? You have to be all the way in, or is this a true statement? You have to be all the way in or all the way out?
Yes, there are no shades of gray with Him. Again, we are not perfect, but if we will serve Him, we come as we are, all the way we are. If you wreck up, you come as wreck up as you are, but He will not leave you that way.
Yep.
All of Jesus' disciples, all of them are a hot mess, but you know what, Mr. Checky, they came, they followed. We cannot wait until, I get my life. None of us can get our life together on my own.
Yep.
And that's why a lot of people, I wait till I get my life together. I wait till I stop smoke. I wait till I stop drink. I wait till I don't know when.
Yep.
All of Jesus' disciples, they were a hot Mr. Checky, and some of them made, like Peter, the biggest church Peter made, and he was the hottest head in Jesus' disciples.
Yeah.
You see, so he wants to use us how we are. But He will mold us, He will fix us.
Yes. All right. Well, once again, thanks very much, Delvan. You know, you have lifted up the morning with all those great words and advice and directions and forward this morning, okay?
Forward for Jesus.
All right.
God be the glory.
Well, thanks again, and tomorrow we chat again, all right?
All right. Hey, Haruga, if the good Lord so willing. Have a blessed one.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. Check.
Yeah, good. Folks, at this time now, we will be checking in with the Belize Met Service for today's weather forecast. We need to know what is happening with the weather today, and for that, we go to our friends at the Belize International Airport. That's the Philip Golson International Airport. When we check in with the Belize Met Service, because that is where the Belize Met Service, Belize Weather Bureau crew is located. From there, they get all the weather report, and they are there to make sure when these planes are coming in, they have these weathers going. So today, it's a lovely, beautiful Thursday. Once again, it's July 23rd, 2020. The general situation, generally fair weather will prevail today. The 24-hour forecast, mostly sunny today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated, except for a few more over the south tonight. We take a look at the marine conditions for this morning. The winds are blowing east to southeast at 5 to 15 knots. The sea stayed choppy, and wave heights will be from 3 to 4 feet high. Temperatures across the country, in the coast, it will rise from 32 Celsius to 89 Fahrenheit, and inland 95. Folks, they are hot again today, feeling hot today. And in the hills, it's 84. Residents, especially those in inland, are advised to stay hydrated and to avoid direct sunlight as much as possible. So hydrated, what we do. We don't get dehydrated, so what we do, we drink lots of water. Our body's calling for at least 8 glasses of water every day. What last have you drank 8 glasses of water every day? Or what last you drink one glass of water? Because some people say, I want to drink one Coke. Well, the Coke is okay, The Coke is okay for you to drink if that please you, and but drink the water too. The outlook for Friday and Friday night is for a similar trend in weather conditions, and we'll experience a high tide at 11:36 this morning and a low at 6:42 this afternoon. Another high tide at 12:49 tomorrow morning and a low at 6:23 tomorrow morning. Also, folks, the sun will set today at 6:29. It was up bright and early. What time the sun come out this morning? Right after 5 this morning. So that is your general weather forecast, brought to you by the Belize Met Service and certainly by your North Television Channel 10. All right, blessed morning. Once again, we have fried jack this morning, ham, beans and cheese. Oh man, all right, so we have to look into that. So make we see who I treat today. I think Chepe and treat today. So Delvin got fried jack this morning, ham, beans and cheese. All right, so we will link up with them to get a little breakfast this morning, folks, but we'll be taking a break right here. It's 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. And we'll be back after these messages right here on North Television Channel 10.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass Project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Boy, I'm late again. What? Done ain't there yet? More time to sleep then.
Ugh, where'd I put my license? What? More cash? Yes.
Oh my God.
That's a huge slice. More for me.
Morning, morning.
Who doesn't love having more of your favorite things?
Start your morning right.
With Digicel's new prepaid data plans, you get more data to do more of the things you love. That's more chats, more snaps, more surfing, more videos, more everything. So go ahead, live your best life with Digi. Whatever that may be.
114.60 acres in Tiger Creek, Orange Walk, 3,000 acres, 0.961 hectares to Jaime Briceño and John Briceño, 827.848 square yards to John Briceño, 5.4 acres to John Briceño and Jaime Briceño, 20 acres in Progreso to John Briceño again, 6 acres in Progreso. The all of Progreso you go with? What they want to do is to try to secure their future in terms of grasping after political victory. There will be time enough for that. We can't go beyond November, the first week in November. But in the meantime, for God's sake, please focus on the fact that we are in a crisis that all of us together, led by the government, but all of us together must serve. You see, Madam Speaker, leader of the opposition is not present, but because he makes clear that his opposition is not on a matter of principle, it is strictly political. When he makes clear that he will put opportunism ahead of the best interests of the country, that is when he opens himself up to my declaring to the whole nation that he is unfit for leadership. You don't cut and run in the middle of a pandemic. Worse, you don't seek to exploit the pandemic for narrow political gain. And Madam Speaker, I am not the only one who says that he's unfit for leadership. He should tell us about what a member of his own party said, and I quote, "You," addressing it to the leader of the opposition, "you have shown unscrupulous behavior time and time again, and it is a part of your DNA. This is a reflection of your insecurity as party leader. You are aware many eyes are on the leadership of the party. Despite your having failed continuously to prove your leadership skills, your despicable actions will also violate the Constitution of Belize if given the opportunity. You have not demonstrated any qualities and capabilities of becoming the next Prime Minister of Belize. In closing, because of your lack of capacity to lead this nation of Belize and your inability to deliver yourself as a leader, you will now stand to bear all the consequences." Enough said, Madam Speaker.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Carazal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartaneja? Why is it that we have to take $50 million to invest in an area where we do not have a political directorate? We believe that as a government, we have to provide a service to all Belizeans.
Well, this for the village of Chunosh is a big advantage both ways. Sometimes when we got sickness, we got people sick at the clinic there, women, When we reach at the ferry, Cotton Pass, 45 minutes have to wait. So now this road will benefit whole village, Sartenia and Copper Bank. I'm part of Progresso too. Well, it's really, really important for us.
I know that our village is not so much developed with tourism because it's a remote village. And for that reason, we don't have a lot of tourism over there. But now with this upgrading of the road and the pavement of the road, I believe and I think that it will be much, much beneficial for us and for everybody.
More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
From working late to hot date avec Derek. Yes, you can. Looking half decent at early morning Pilates. Yes, you can. When you've totally forgotten your BFF's birthday. Yeah, you can. Looking surprisingly good in last night's clothes. Even unscheduled media appearances. Batiste Dry Shampoo. Yes, you can.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
Belizeans love fresh fruits and vegetables. If you will be heading to the market to stock up, please be sure to do so safely. Be sure to sanitize your hands at sanitizing stations provided at the market. Limit your time at the market by planning ahead and making a list. Once there, be sure to adhere to 6 feet social distancing at all times. Purchasing pre-packaged produce helps you avoid touching produce that other people have touched. Sanitize your hands often, especially after conducting monetary exchanges or touching surfaces. If driving, you should place purchased goods in a designated tray within the vehicle. When you reach home, properly sanitize your reusable bags. It's also advisable to properly wash and dry your produce before consuming or storing them. The Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, Ministry of Health, and market managers encourage all Belizeans to keep safe and buy local.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Welcome back. We welcome you back with open arms right here this morning on the Sugar City Morning Show. I never shout up friends that Benke this morning. I was waiting on Emerson, but Emerson is here. Good morning, mi amigo. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy buenos días. Efectivamente, muy bien. Me gusta cómo usted hace me gusta cómo usted hace la bienvenida. ¿Cómo hace la bienvenida?
Es el gran abrazo.
Es el gran abrazo. Bueno.
Yes, a todos, a todos.
A todos.
Si estás viendo, no lo hizo así.
No.
Lo hizo así.
Sí, pero no cubrió aquí, sino que cubrió allá.
Y René me está viendo también.
René está viendo. Buenos días a mi gente linda, mi gente hermosa, la audiencia que ya opta para sintonizarnos. Gracias por su preferencia, gracias por dejarnos entrar hasta la intimidad de su hogar. Mucho que desglosar, mucho que platicar, mucho que informarle.
Es verdad. Me está diciendo que algo está pasando sobre Quevedo. ¿Qué pasó?
Sí, Quevedo se encuentra un poquito malo de salud, algo con el pie izquierdo, si no estoy equivocado. Está en recuperación ahí. Le deseamos pronta recuperación, ¿verdad? Sabemos que muchos pasamos por una etapa difícil, pero por ahí se encuentra, creo que se accidentó o algo así.
Oh, man. ¿Y qué está haciendo ustedes como el grupo?
¿Como el grupo?
¿Ah?
No, yo solamente lo miré el otro día y pues le decía que se recupere pronto.
Porque ustedes tienen que juntar como un grupo para...
Pues usted es el líder, usted lo armó.
Y yo.
Usted armó el
Y
grupo.
yo.
Usted armó el
Porque hay
grupo.
dos personas en el grupo que siempre está así, es Quevedo y Pitas, ¿no?
Sí.
Porque Yubay, pues él...
Fue Jesús René Trejo.
Yeah. Esta mañana queremos saludar a la familia Quevedo de Carmen y...
Así es, efectivamente, los amigos de Benqueviejo, los amigos de Sococh, los amigos que nos sintonizan en Belmopán, los amigos que nos sintonizan ya regresando aquí también en Ciudad Belice, los amigos aquí en el municipio de Orange Walk, y también el saludo cordial para los amigos en Corozal.
Have international viewers as well, so we say good morning to you all as well. Have a nice day. Hope everything is fine with you all over there. Well, Emerson, things are getting closer and closer when it comes to the general election. We still have registration, transfers of voters, and today we want to say a big morning to the UDP team in Benqueviejo del Carmen. They are campaigning and they are registering folks there en Benqueviejo del Carmen, Emerson.
Así es, en Benqueviejo. También, bueno, en todo el país de Belice está abierto lo que es las transferencias de zona. En este momento los transfers se llevan a cabo en todo el país. Y este mes, bueno, ya estamos para finalizar este mes y el mes de agosto.
Pero quiero felicitar a la gente en Benqueviejo porque ellos no solo están haciendo register, ellos están haciendo campaign también.
Ya se encuentran en la campaña, alistándose para las futuras elecciones generales.
Y Benqueviejo está en Cayo West, ¿cómo dijo eso? Oeste.
En el oeste, ajá.
So good morning. But Emerson, you know, we was supposed to have Carlos here yesterday, but you know, he indicated that he had some business to take care of when it comes to his political future and involvement, that is, and he did that yesterday.
Así es.
And with the Honorable Patrick Faber, Carlos Cetina, and Miss Anita. Of them live in the villages in the heart of Orange Walk North.
Así es, efectivamente, el día de ayer en la plataforma social, en Facebook, pudimos observar un mensaje y una fotografía en la cual se encontraba el líder electo del UDP, juntamente con el señor Carlos Centina y, por supuesto, la señora Anita Mesh.
So the Honorable Patrick Faber, this was his statement. He said, I was pleased to receive the chair lady of the Orange Walk North constituency, Miss Anita Mesh. She indicated to me that the executive committee and working committees of Orange Walk North stands ready to support Mr. Carlos Cetina, teacher, to be the new standard bearer of the Orange Walk North constituency for our UDP. And he says, welcome aboard, Carlos, forward together for the UDP. But if you notice in this statement, he stated the chair lady of the Orange Walk North constituency. Some persons were asking, yeah, right, if she is a chair lady. No, she is the chair lady for the Orange Walk North constituency for the political committee.
Así es, efectivamente, no es de que ella sea la chair lady electa, es políticamente asignada como la chair lady, para llevar eso en claro, para que la gente también tome eso en cuenta. Así es que la foto habla por sí sola. El día de ayer el líder electo, el honorable Patrick Faber, recibe a estas dos personas desde aquí del municipio de Orange Walk. Lo llegaron a visitar y ya se le informaba al honorable Patrick Faber que el señor Carlos Cetina estaba con el interés, y también la chairlady políticamente asignada le indicaba que la comitiva de aquí del norte apoyaba 100% al señor Carlos Cetina.
Right, el honorable Patrick Faber dice, welcome aboard, Carlos.
Así es, el honorable Patrick Faber indica en su comentario, bienvenido, y por supuesto, adelante siempre con el UDP, indicaba el honorable Patrick Faber.
Pero esas son cosas que hace un partido fuerte, ¿sabes, Emerson? Porque Carlos, tú sabes que la gente aceptó Carlos el lunes en la noche, right? Pero él no ganó eso solo para, ya voy a hacer campaña.
Así es, efectivamente, fue una parte en la cual se decidió, como bien mencionábamos anteriormente, se hablaba de una reunión que se llevó a cabo el día lunes, se hablaba también de otras personas que querían postular su nombre, pero más sin embargo entregaron el apoyo 100% al señor Carlos Cetina. De ahí en adelante tuvieron la oportunidad el día de ayer de encontrarse o reunirse con el honorable Patrick Faber, y ya más adelante lo tendremos aquí en el set con nosotros.
Right, y ese está bueno que hizo Carlos, porque él fue a ver el líder elect.
Así es, efectivamente.
Con la persona que es el cheerleader de la comitiva política para Orange Walk North, ¿no? Entonces, él ya sabe cómo está su campaña, cómo está su capacidad, y esperamos que muy pronto vamos a tener a Carlos con nosotros, y muy pronto vamos a tener un endorsement convention, porque el líder ya lo aceptó.
Sí, el líder lo acepta. Aún no hemos tenido la confirmación de decir, bueno, vamos a tener el endorsement oficialmente solo con él.
Ya, porque ese tiene que pasar.
Sí, tiene que pasar.
El público.
Tiene que pasar públicamente, y hasta el momento es la persona en la cual se encuentra, la persona que se encuentra interesada para participar en las siguientes elecciones generales y representar el área norte de nuestro país.
Ya, pues la gente de Orange Walk North tiene que empezar a trabajar, porque tenemos transfer de votos ahorita. Ya tenemos 4 personas en Orange Walk. Orange Walk North tenemos a Carlos Cetina ahorita. Y en Orange Walk Central, Denny Grijalva. En East, Elodia Aragón y Lupe Magaña en el South. Entonces, Orange Walk parece que ya están listos.
Así es. Vamos a ver cómo se miden las fuerzas conforme continúan los días.
Right.
¿Verdad? Continúan los días, la campaña, los motores ya deben de estar bien aceitados y listos para arrancar y, por supuesto, escuchar, visitar, saber y entender lo que la población realmente quiere y lo que la población pide en estos momentos.
Yeah, I like the spirit. I like the spirit of Carlos, how he made his move, because remember he was supposed to be here yesterday, but he said he had these issues to take care of, and he was bold enough to go and see the leader-elect, and now the leader-elect welcome him aboard. I'm not sure if anybody else will go and see him, but for now, that is what it is. Because if you want to run, the first thing you need to have is the support of your people in the area. Once you have that support, then you can go to the leader. I have this support, and I am willing enough to join in and get it done.
Así es, efectivamente.
So he gone and he talked to the leader and tell him, well, let's go forward. Let's go forward. We're ready. So when he comes on the show, or he will make any kind of public announcement, any kind of public pronunciation, he know that he's not on the right track. Just come make one pronunciation and touch base with your people, especially your people in the area, and know what they are thinking and see if you can fulfill what they're expecting. You have to make sure you're on the right track.
Así es, efectivamente, primero se hacen los ajustes conforme a la población, después el señor Carlos Cetina va con los líderes, va con el líder electo del UDP a decirle que, bueno, él cuenta con el apoyo de aquí del área del norte y le pide la oportunidad para representar al área del norte en las siguientes elecciones generales.
Right, and we will go on a break, and when we come back, we will touch on what happened at the port yesterday, because a lot of people is sittings. This thing has been in the making for a long time.
Hay mucho que comentarle. Hicimos anoche trabajamos hasta aproximadamente las 8 de la noche en cabinas en la radio. Hicimos la noticia anoche. Queríamos tener todas las informaciones, toda la información para poder venir a entregárselo. Y algo muy importante que encontramos nosotros, se lo voy a dejar después de nuestra pausa, pero algo importante que parece ser que hay muchos que no siguen las instrucciones de los líderes.
Yeah, and then, like I said, this thing may happen long time, but they got some people who show up one day in a picture ready for snap.
Exactamente.
When the people go through some struggle, then people don't show up.
Exactamente.
But then show up when the time for the big picture snap, and then they're right in the picture. I know what some of them like though. Then jump front of the people where they struggle all the time to get this thing done. And when a picture snap, you sit there and they got time why a beer too.
Exactamente, vamos a hablar acerca de todo eso porque hicimos bastante nuestra research el día de ayer y encontramos mucho.
So folks, we'll be taking a break right here. Emerson and Robert Cheque Usher will be back after these messages right here on Nortevision Channel 10.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roshrans, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multi-purpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Worried about wearing that sleeveless dress or sexy bikini due to unsightly ingrown hairs, razor bumps, or burn on your legs, underarms, or bikini lines? With Tendskin, those worries are a thing of the past. Just apply Tendskin and you'll be surprised at how quickly it works. So regain the confidence to go short, go sleeveless,
Go Tendskin.
Visit us online at gotenskin.com.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
Someone come? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter?
Who's the me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
Oh man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
So all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
John Briseno says government needs to trim the fat. Let's take a minute to look at that fact.
Johnny Briseno receives a salary of $60,000 from the government to be the leader of the opposition and $84,000 for sports and community projects in his constituency. The People's United Party representatives receive about $993,000 annually from government to assist residents of their constituencies.
Since the COVID-19 state of emergency, the Prime Minister of Belize has given all his salary toward the relief efforts. The UDP ministers has given up a month's salary and allowances going forward. Johnny Briseno has not agreed to give up anything. The PUP representatives have not agreed to give up anything.
Leadership is about action, not words.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's a lovely, beautiful morning, a lovely, beautiful Thursday. Folks, so we all learned what happened at the port yesterday. We saw GSU soldiers in action, but then we might not recall what happened before yesterday, because before yesterday is what escalated to what we saw yesterday. You know, these people from the port has been demonstrating a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
They have been following some points that they would like the port to fill.
Mm-hmm.
The port, you have said the port.
Port.
Because the port is operating right now, Emerson, on a receivership, you know. It's not operating under the government of Belize. I mean, how you have one port, one main port, where all your cargoes come in and out, and it's not in the hands of the government of the country.
It is a sad situation, es algo triste, lamentable. Las imágenes que muestran el día de ayer, la situación que ocurre en el puerto, triste y lamentable. Entendemos como cualquier otro ciudadano, man, yo me voy a parar y voy a estar frustrado si tú de la nada me vas a decir, me estás quitando el pan de cada día en la cual yo hago para llevarle a mi familia.
Yeah, but like I was saying, right, you know, hearing things happen in a government controls departments.
Es algo ilógico y como dijo alguien el otro día cuando estábamos tocando este caso en lo que fue parte personal, decía que alguien me explique por qué esto no está en las manos del gobierno.
Es que ve que está pasando, Emerson, es algo triste. They have a time, way back, one time, the Right Honorable Dr. Manuel Esquivel was the Prime Minister of Belize. Things were not good with the financing in Belize, and he made a decision that he thought would have been the right decision. They retrenched, I'm not sure how much person it was, I think about 700, something like that, right before the Christmas that happened. And what happened? The entire country went against that government, that UDP government at that time, and voted them out. So when you are doing these things to dismiss persons from their employment, that's their living.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. So when it happened at this port, the government couldn't just step in and talk to the persons who are running the port, the CEO or whosoever managed there, and tell them, hey, let's see how we can do some adjustment to keep these people on. But the government does not control that at the port. Because the government is not the ones that are running the port. I believe that port, they're on a receivership right now. I believe that port's supposed to be on a receivership because of the management that went the way it was not supposed to go and not in the right direction to keep the port going.
Exactamente. Desafortunadamente, lo que ocurre, 36 personas son despedidas.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Y lo más triste, el día de ayer, siguiendo las noticias, me daba cuenta que al despedirlos fue por un mensaje de texto.
What, that's what I'm saying? What text?
Sí. Fue un mensaje de texto indicando de que tus servicios ya no son, ya no te necesitan, en pocas palabras.
Yeah, but I don't need you again, so I send you a text and tell you.
¿Cuándo aquí despides a alguien por un mensaje de texto?
But usually you're supposed to write one letter to them people, but I don't know if them people just the work by one day to day, one catch and kill, or what they do, because if people work catch and kill, then it's not too official. But when people in labor, but what could the government do about that when the government does not control the port.
Exactamente.
The Labor Department could step in and do their part up to the labor laws, you know, but that is as much as it went. And you see, that escalated in that big confrontation yesterday that happened. But you see, when it happened, a lot of people never really know exactly what's going on. People were sending out message and saying about the government of Belize. Watch what the government of Belize is doing, having the GSU shooting down our residents of Belize. Well, to tell you that I want to share with you all this morning what the Commissioner of Police said. He said the Port of Belize wanted the police to move the people off the compound. So I said to the commander of the Eastern Division, my position is that once these people are on the compound and they are peaceful, you hear that part, Emerson? Once they are on the ground and they are peaceful, then let us allow them to express themselves, which they have the constitutional right to do. Express themselves peacefully. They will not stay there all day. They have to go home, of course. After I gave the directive to the commander, I also communicated with Mr. Hyde, that Mr. Mose Hyde. He is the president of the CWU, Christian Workers Union, and I told him that we were going to allow them to remain on the grounds, providing that they remain peaceful. He gave me his assurance that they were not about trouble. They were not about trouble. That they were going to be peaceful. A few minutes later, I got a call that shots being fired at the Port of Belize Limited and that the GSU were deployed to the area. Now for me, that was a total wrong move. It was a surprise. When we have people who are agitated, especially who know that they are in the process of losing their livelihood. So you can see, Emerson, what the commissioner is saying here, you know, that he instructed the person from that area, you know, to put some law enforcement officer there just to make sure that thing is going well.
Run smooth, efectivamente.
But then we don't know, Emerson, we don't know what escalated between the persons on the ground that were there and the gang suppression unit, the GSU. But according to the commissioner, what he said and was written here on text via Channel 7 is saying that I call the man, I tell him go out there. Once the people are there peacefully, left them make them express what they have to do because eventually they have to go home. He went further and called Mr. Mose Hyde, who is the president of the Christian Workers Union, and Mose assured him that these people will not be given trouble. Exactly. So what escalated them to start firing bullets?
Triste, lamentable hecho que ocurre. Y es aquí donde yo venía diciendo anteriormente que muchos no siguen las instrucciones de los líderes.
La chuba, Your boss tell you do this, you do the other.
Exactamente.
You tell Chepe if you go buy tacos and Chepe bring burrito.
En pocas palabras, así es la situación. Démonos cuenta que realmente el comisionado de la policía indica que iba a haber lo que se llama la fuerza de seguridad en el área, solo para mantener esto, que todo vaya fluyendo bien. De aquí a esto, no entiendo cómo llega el GSU a esa área. Se habla de que vamos más allá, retrocediendo. We go back even farther, where the Attorney General, the big man,
he is the
Minister of National Security, he made a phone call, hizo una llamada telefónica al comisionado y al comandante, el que comanda esa área, en una llamada de 3 personas, y él indica al comisionado, dice la entrevista, él indica al comisionado que solo estén allá y dejen a esas personas hacer su protesta porque están está en su constitución, está legal, están en su derecho, siempre y cuando ellos hagan su demostración peacefully, en paz.
Yep.
No hubo armas, los miembros del port no tuvieron armas, no tuvieron ninguna por poder decir tienen palos, tienen piedras, están listos para hacer un pleito. Ahora bien, el ministro de Seguridad se hace la pregunta: ¿quién dio la autorización que esta gente empiece a disparar?
Yep, so
la abusivez. Eso es ser abusivo.
Yeah, so somebody has to answer to that.
Alguien tiene y los aseguró, porque esta es la imagen que se le está dando, quizás no convirtiéndolo político, pero esta es la imagen que se le está dando al gobierno en este momento, cuando una persona decidió, y el gobierno, el ministro de Seguridad, indicó que por favor solo mantengan la guardia, pero más sin embargo jamás dijo sáquenme a esa gente de ahí, y ellos eso es lo que quisieron hacer. Y ahora la imagen se va al gobierno, que el gobierno hizo esto, que el gobierno está haciendo esto.
Then I understand that the opposition came out with a release. I don't read the release, but I hear they come out with a release, they condemning what happened. But if they would have listened, I don't know what's the meat in their release, but if they would have listened to the Commissioner of Police and the Minister of National Security, then they would have knew that, okay, this was not that way that you're seeing it out there.
Exactly, it's not that way that you're seeing it. And basically, like what the Minister of National Security said, he wants to find out who gave that authority, who gave that go ahead to say, you know what, take out these people. Man, you'll lose your job, you'll lose your livelihood. You have all rights to demonstrate and ask why on the first place. And at the end of the day now, I don't know if you saw that clip, Mr. Asha, and I go back English and Spanish, pero ese, creo que el agüita por aquí nos hizo levantar ese.
Se acabó el café, ¿no? Chepe, ya te dije que no está tomando mucho café.
El problema aquí fue cómo dejaron inconsciente a esta persona. You saw he was unconscious. No one, the JSU just had him thrown there like a dog.
And I know if he's alive.
Exactly. It's man. I think that this was very abusive, very, very abusive. And now they read a riot act without the authority of the high command.
Let me read one riot act.
They read the riot act.
What?
They read the riot act.
And that was not supposed to be that way.
Could have never happened. Unless your superiors tell you to do so.
Have you seen the release from the opposition?
I slightly side.
What are they saying?
I slightly side. They condemn the.
Are they condemning the government of Belize?
In certain point, yes, and they're condemning the actions taken, and it's not a nice way to go because we don't know exactly the situation. I mean, what we saw yesterday, the Minister of National Security mentioned he never gave that go ahead to do anything like that.
And when these things happen, it has to come from those high authority.
Exactly.
You know, if you should, because they're not like the people when they broke up the port.
Exactly.
If they broke up the port and they kidnap people and tie up people and stop vehicle and they stone up vehicle and broke up vehicle, then that considered as riot.
Exactly.
But then people just be there for make them hear and they cry.
Así es, efectivamente.
We lose the job. How much people you say?
36.
36 persons. All right. If there are persons got let's say they got at least 5 persons each, you look at over 150 persons.
Mm-hmm.
Over 150 persons affected there.
Yeah. See, this we condemn the use of violence by the authorities against peaceful protesters. That's what the opposition mentioned, and we called everyone involved to find a just, equitable solution to the problem at the Port of Belize Limited.
But that was said yesterday. That was said yesterday. The commissioner said I get down to the bottom of it. The attorney general said I get down to the bottom of it. This was caused maybe by one or two individuals that was there with the law enforcement authorities that was there on the ground. And I don't know who read the riot act. That was not instructed.
Yep, it was not instructed.
Unless something me like the outer plane and they whop up people, then they broke up place, then they broke up vehicle, then they start to bonfire, burn up things and so. Then the riot act come in and play. But I tell you the truth, I never get to see the entire news because I just see part of it because when I got home after the funeral, it was a little late and I had some work to do as well and I was getting it done. But I heard the one from the commissioner and from the attorney general. But it is out of order, Emerson, and today we are here which heads are rolled today.
Yeah, the investigation, he also calls for the persons injured, the persons shot, to go to the police and make a formal report, as an investigation has been launched, and of course he needs to get to the bottom of this. But nevertheless, also he says the persons that made these decisions will be arrested and charged. And let's hope so, you know.
Yeah,
I really want them to do something and come out. You say like when they arrest them people and show them picture and everything, let that happen. You know why? Because the abusive part, or when it comes to the authorities, even though the high ranking doesn't tell them to do so, they do it because they got a uniform and they feel like they want to think.
Yeah, quote unquote from this text. Good morning, Checky Emerson. Remember, who is the rightful owner of the port? The port, right? And remember how it got in Ashcroft's hand. Quote unquote. That they never honor this administration, right? So, morning the opposition, they can't. Nothing cause Mr. Ashcroft is the boss. Wekordell, Julius, Big Mouth and Musa and Johnny, you know, went in there. But this is Father is so Papa the Johnny, yeah, Reba, Colonel UDP. Well, the thing is that Emerson, people have to learn all over the world, and especially in Belize, to follow protocols.
Yeah.
To follow instructions.
Yeah.
Because the commander that was out there, if they read the Riot Act, I'm not sure how that go, but I believe he should call his superior before he does that. Mm-hmm. You see that one time, even in some movies, but some movies are made like reality. Mm-hmm. You know, like one time I call the president, Mr. President, can we do it now? It's a go, and you could say that the people right by target, and the president tell them back off.
Mm-hmm.
Back off, don't do it.
And that's what we need to understand, man. That we need to realize that we have leaders, we have people in charge, we have decisions that are made, and we must follow. We must follow, especially with this situation. There was no need to harm these people like that, man. We saw some pictures, miramos unas fotos de estas personas the rubber bullets, man. It's hard.
Yeah, I am not to blame if my son go out there and I tell my son, you're going out, you're not going to have fun, not going to fight with nobody or fast with nobody.
Exactly.
And I tell him that, and you go out there and fast with people and maybe do something wrong and somebody got hurt badly and maybe he end up the jail. But I tell him, go out and take care of yourself, not get in no problem. You know,
Exactly.
I remember my son had an issue with some guys one time, just over a girl, no? And he was telling me, we were playing for the Fiesta Rama. I tell him, you know what, go home.
Yeah.
You know? He never say he want beach for no violence, but you know the conversation was not too easy. So I tell him go home. I'll be there shortly. I think it was about 2:30 in the morning. We're playing a Fiesta-Rama. I was supposed to finish 3. When I got home, my son right there chill out. He followed the instructions.
You follow instructions, and that's what we need to do. Follow instructions, because man, it is so sad to see right now the amount of texts that people are pushing over in social media, saying the government this, the government that, and the kind of violence used. This violence that was used was never granted any kind of authority.
Yep.
You know, never granted any kind of authority. And we hope that they get to the bottom of this. We hope that this investigation that's been launched should come out with culprits that really thought, you know, I could overcome the boss and I could overdo whatever I feel like.
You have to remember that who they pay you.
Exactly.
Right, that who they pay you. And then, you see, when you work in our law enforcement department, it's not only that you have a job, you know. You took an oath.
Exactly.
You know, and you supposed to know what to follow. And with respect to all the officers across the country, if you're a BDF, you're a police, you're a Coast Guard, you're a special constable, this does not go for all of you. Because I know all want to do them things. We have some very good persons.
Yeah, we have some very good officers.
Even the customs and the immigration, we have very good things that they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can't condemn everybody. They used to say, my mama used to say, I think that one concasina milk. You like concasina milk, you try to spoil everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I said something I think that one rotten bean spoil the whole pot or something like
that, yeah.
I don't remember how you go. But we have to commend the officers that are doing right. But if you out there as an officer and you're a commander, read one riot act, you have to move.
Exactly.
Because you took that oath.
Eso es lo que indica. Yo creo que en lo personal, como bien mencionaba usted anterior, not everyone is bad out there. We have some very good officers.
Very good.
And I think the whole slogan of this, or the theme for them is to protect and serve.
Yeah.
Right? Not to beat up people the way you feel like and try half kill them. Yes, I do understand that. You need to use a kind of force that sometimes they got some people who want to play like they're a bad man, bad woman, but
yep.
and want to go cross the limit. But you need to know where is your limit also.
Emerson, they got people where I remember the same time when we worked back at San Antonio, when Honorable Gaspar Vega was working on the road, make the road go through, and in our Christmas parties, used to have the Christmas party all across the constituency, and then we used to go to all those villages. Me see confrontation with the customs and some people back to the Santa Cruz. So woman and all, and they pint up in the custom man their face. Some of them they push the custom man there. Then they do them things. And the custom man, they just take it easy, you know. They take it easy, they're not really like beat up and try chance them. But then you don't do them thing, man. You don't disrespect people. These people are humans as well.
Exactly.
You
That's
don't
what I
want
said.
to see somebody doing that to your wife or your husband, pushing them. Suppose your wife or your husband are soldier or police, and you see people they push them up. You know, you know, right, man.
It's what I mentioned just now, you know. I mean, they need to, we all need to respect, but what the Commissioner of Police mentioned yesterday, he's very disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
He's very disappointed on what escalated. If the Commissioner is of the mind, well, he is of the mind, to get the trust of the community, of the people. How can the people gain that trust again on the department if these are the kind of treatment you give your people?
Well, I guess that's why he made that statement, and the Attorney General made that statement that they never give the instruction, and they get bottom of it.
Exactly.
So when they get bottom of it, and if they find out that who and these personnel dealt with, because the military, they have their own way how they deal with people, then the community will start seeing that, okay, yes, but we got the confidence. Mr. Usher, well, if the government not involved in what happened in the port, well, make someone be in charge for that. Or someone be charged. So, but if the commissioner the authorities then reach to the bottom of it and find out, well, maybe somebody will be charged.
Yeah, he mentioned it. The Minister of National Security said they will be arrested and charged. Okay. He never hesitated on saying that last night. Yeah. And what we go back again, the commissioner said when he saw or he heard all of this, that shots were being fired, he was like, hey, who gave that authority?
Yep.
Where'd he go on?
I never tell if he eat the chicken, man.
Where going on? And he immediately called to move out the JSU from there.
Yeah, get out. Yeah. Well, on that note, Emerson will be taking a break. It's a lovely, beautiful Thursday morning. I don't know how it look by. I hear like Shepherd snore. I don't know what the weather is outside, how it look, but inside feel cool and nice right now. Not only because of the AC, because when it's really hot outside, we barely feel the AC inside. But on that note, folks, we take a short break, and Emerson and Robert Cheque Usher will be back after these messages right here on Nortevisión Channel 10.
Pausa y volvemos.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies, transforming Belize one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Batiste Dry Shampoo is the quick and easy way to instantly refresh your hair between washes. Simply spray, massage, and brush. For hair that is refreshed with added body and great texture, so you have time to boss the morning routine. Yes, you can. Batiste Dry Shampoo.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Boy, I'm late again. What? Done ain't there yet? More time to sleep then.
Ugh, where'd I put my license? What? More cash? Yes.
Oh my God, that's a huge slice. More for me.
Morning.
Who doesn't love having more of your favorite things?
Start off your morning right.
With Digicel's new prepaid data plans, you get more data to do more of the things you love. That's more chats, more snaps, more surfing, more videos, more everything. So go ahead, live your best life with Digi. Whatever that may be.
$114.60 acres in Tiger Creek, Orange Walk, 3,000 acres, 0.961 hectares to Jaime Briseño and John Briseño, 827.848 square yards to John Briseño, 5.4 acres to John Briseño and Jaime Briseño, 20 acres in Progreso to John Briseño, again, 6 acres in Progreso. The all of Progreso you got with? What they want to do is to try to secure their future in terms of grasping after political victory. There will be time enough for that. We can't go beyond November, the first week in November. But in the meantime, for God's sake, please focus on the fact that we are in a crisis that all of us together, led by the government, but all of us together must serve. You see, Madam Speaker, leader of the opposition is not present, but because he makes clear that his opposition is not on a matter of principle, it is strictly political. When he makes clear that he will put opportunism ahead of the best interests of the country, that is when he opens himself up to my declaring to the whole nation that he is unfit for leadership. You don't cut and run in the middle of a pandemic. Worse, you don't seek to exploit the pandemic for narrow political gain. And Madam Speaker, I am not the only one who says that he's unfit for leadership. He should tell us about what a member of his own party said, and I quote, "You," addressing it to the leader of the opposition, "you have shown unscrupulous behavior time and time again, and it is a part of your DNA. This is a reflection of your insecurity as party leader. You are aware many eyes are on the leadership of the party. Despite your having failed continuously to prove your leadership skills, your despicable actions will also violate the Constitution of Belize if given the opportunity. You have not demonstrated any qualities and capabilities of becoming the next Prime Minister of Belize. In closing, because of your lack of capacity to lead this nation of Belize and your inability to deliver yourself as a leader, you will now stand to bear all the consequences. Enough said, Madam Speaker.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. What a beautiful morning, what a beautiful day. Well, Emerson, it's Thursday, you know.
Es jueves, juevesito. Qué rápido, yo pensaba que hoy era miércoles.
Right today. Why you sleep all day yesterday or what?
No, andaba súper ocupado el día de ayer. Obstáculos que se enfrentan en la vida que hay que resolver y solventar rápidamente, pero sí, ayer fue muy difícil. Hoy será un mejor día.
Yeah, well, you know, we should always try to make the day of yesterday, today, be better than the one from yesterday and try to make tomorrow better.
Oh, sí, vamos a luchar. Los obstáculos siempre están, ¿saben? Siempre están los obstáculos y creo que muchas de las veces estamos pensando adelante, pero nunca pensamos en el día solamente de hoy. ¿Qué nos espera el día de hoy? Y nunca nos levantamos con ese optimismo de decir, ¿sabes qué? Today will be a great day.
Yeah. Well, also, folks, a little announcement here. If persons like to check on their vision, check your eye if you need glasses. You can send me a text at 600-5769. Give me your name, and they will be checking for kids as well. And if you need glasses, then you will be able to purchase your glasses. And this will happen with Quartz Optical. Friday and Saturday, they are giving free eye tests. That will be right here in Orange Walk. So maybe you could just go check your eye. Maybe nothing wrong. You know, they do no kind of surgery or so what. They check your eye for you and make you know if you're good. So if you want to make an appointment, just send your text to 600-5769 with your name and which day you have available. But also, folks, the Rotary Club of Belize is embarking on something very special when it comes to education. We know this COVID has affected many of us, well, everybody in the country of Belize, maybe except the Chinese man. You know, because then still they bring up them price. You know, I don't know why they not stop the raise them price. You go buy them, they not take 1 cent. You know, they say 1 cent no good, another money. That's why we have it in the country. But you know, folks, the Rotary Club will be having a radio-thon this Saturday. It starts from 9 until 3. It will be on Love FM and Love TV. Youth Connection Band is embarking along with the Rotary Club of Belize. We will be playing some great music for you all to tune in and donate at the same time. The numbers will be shared there, and you don't really have to have credit because they will be toll-free numbers that you'll be able to call. Let's help, because Rotary is an organization all over the world that shares and cares. When things going on, when time you donate to Rotary, whatever cause they say they are doing it for, it will be going to that cause. So the Youth Connection Band is very, very optimistic and happy about this to join in with the Rotary Club of Belize. So tune in from 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, Love FM and Love TV, and see the Youth Connection Band jamming. And, you know, let's see if we can donate. They want to help 1,000 kids to go back to school, and that's across Belize. So we ask you all to donate generously.
1,000 niños serán beneficiados con una mochila y útiles escolares con tu aporte. Así es que el Club Rotario estará, por supuesto, embarcando en lo que es una radio teletón con Love FM y Love Television. Y por supuesto, es un gusto también por parte de los amigos de Youth Connection Band participar y aportar su granito de arena conforme a la música para el Club Rotario y para esta noble causa, donde 1000 niños podrán llevar una mochila con útiles escolares a la escuela cuando se reaperture clases.
That's right. Thank you so much, Emerson. Also, some tips of going back. We want to touch the airport thing, but the airport thing we have to start from early in the morning to deal with that. But Dr. Carol Babb, who is the Chief Education Officer of Belize, she was saying, Emerson, that if your child is going, well, not if, you should send your child to school and go with the preventative measures. But if it comes to the situation that you can't afford to get uniform, you can't afford to get all your books, no school should turn back any child that their parents cannot afford to buy their uniform or their books. What you parents can ensure to do is to make sure that you get the hand sanitizers. They have some organizations, that have donated to the Ministry of Education. Boyne and Boyne, I'm not sure it's Boyne and Boyne, I think the Ashcraft Group, and they have Lifetime that has, Lifetime is an organization that has paid school fees. They donated a big amount of cash donation to the Ministry of Education, through some schools, and they are paying that school fees for so many kids. So the parents don't have that burden, and they will be able to get their materials. One time when school open, it's like a little more expense for parents, because sometimes when they pick them and they want to wake up early, they wake up a little bit late. So you don't really have that preparation to do, to get that breakfast ready to take them here and there. But now, when school start, it'll be a little more tighter. Exactly. So people have to pay transportation for carrying kids to school because of where they live and how far the school is. But if you cannot afford to buy all the books, if you cannot afford to buy uniforms, no school should turn you back. So feel free to send your kids to school. ¿Entiendes?
Así es. Efectivamente se indicaba durante la conferencia de prensa de que en estos momentos la importancia es que los niños regresen a clases. Si no tienes para comprarle esos uniformes a los niños, no te preocupes, los niños deben ir a clases y no serán devueltos a casa por no tener los uniformes. Right. Cuando se trata de la higiene, hay diferentes grupos y organizaciones que han aportado para las escuelas en todo el país, para que ellos puedan tener sus equipos de higiene listos en las escuelas.
Right, so that came from the Chief Education Officer. Mrs. Lenny Umania, who is the principal of La Immaculada School, had an interview where she was saying that they expect children to go to school. But if you would like to have your kids stay home, same as what Ms. Carol Babb says, you have to have that teaching experience. And you have to show that your kid is getting the learning experience on the age of that person. So it's not only to say, okay, well, I not send my pick to school because it's mandatory for kids to go to school.
It's allowed.
But I know that we are being careful, and we don't really want, they have some of us that don't really want to send our kids to school because school is opening on the 10th and they got the airport opening on the 15th, 5 days after. And we could see a lot of people, the repatriates that are coming in, most of them are being tested positive. And if the airport open and people come out, some of the testing might not be accurate, which I hope that won't happen. And they are out there and things can escalate.
Así es,
so we need to take things in our own hands and be responsible parents. So like the principal of La Immaculada School was saying that they are putting everything in measures that they believe will work. And if there's any outbreak or anything that they see that can affect kids, then she will make sure that the kids get safe. They have to close the doors of the school until things get back. She will be doing that, which is something very good. You know, like Makulala School, big school, have a lot of kids got it. And you know what? They also have kids from villages that comes to town to attend like Makulala School and other schools. So
They have been touched, quite frankly, a lot. If you quite remember last year, they had to close down
Second River, no?
Second River, and then they shift the kind of way they were shifting hours with the kids. Then they went through a lot. La Makalada School went through a lot, and now with COVID, now even more. You know, Ms. Alsha, I want to share. I saw this last night.
Okay.
It's a COVID-19 fund assistance appeal. I had some texts yesterday when I shared it, but it is not the application that they said that it was going to be released on the 15th. You know, if you read carefully the application or the form that is on the web, it is COVID-19 food assistance appeal form. I will read it carefully so people could understand it. If you did not receive a text, once again, if you did not receive a text or call notifying you that you have been approved for a second basket and that you would like to appeal that decision, please fill in the form below. Please note that if you or a household member is working, have already received a second basket, or are receiving assistance under Boost or the Food Pantry program, then you will not qualify. But this is just for the second basket of food assistance. If you never get it, right, and you never get no text, you could reapply for that. It is not the relief fund. People got confused last night.
So this is not for new applicants?
No, this is for the ones that
already on the program.
Exactly.
Okay.
That never get the second shift of the basket of the food pantry.
Good. So where they go to do that? Website?
Yeah, the website is still under COVID-19. And then you will see the page, food assistance appeal form.
And that's where you go.
It's easy to fill. I mean, what's the applicant's full name? Where does the applicant live, and such thing like that. The phone number, the social security.
So these are for the persons that are already on the program. How about the ones that have applied and didn't get? That doesn't go for them, right?
Well, the ones that didn't get could apply here also, you know, because you never get the call or text.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Hay una pregunta también que la gente.
No, the social nothing has. No, I tend to believe that they probably have some kickback because, people were still waiting. They mentioned that it was going to be released on the 15th.
Yeah, but it not happened yet.
It not happened yet, and people are still asking.
Make we hope that they try fix it up so that when it happen, it not glitch out like the last time. No?
Let's hope so.
Yeah, pero Emerson, antes que cerramos, quiero felicitar a un buen amigo en Corozal, el señor que hace el barbecue en la entrada de Corozal. I might go and you visit Sunday, my brother. I hope you'll be around there. No, I have one of my family members having something in that area and I need to visit them. So what happened is, ¿qué está pasando con la gente de San Joaquín? Yo creo que en otras aldeas por esos rumbos dicen que ellos consiguen su tax para ir a conseguir su mercancía, pero cuando llegan allá el chino no nos quieren dar, porque dice que el gobierno no ha pagado todavía, entonces ellos esperan su pago antes que van a dar las assistance, ¿entiendes? Pero te voy a explicar algo. Si el gobierno te manda un purchase order, ellos parece, yo te estoy mandando un purchase order para $10,000. En ese $10,000, ese va a ser tal y cual. Ese ya significa que ya es como un pago. Okay, lo que tú tienes que hacer, hace tu invoice, pone el número del purchase order y lo mandas y así te van a dar tu dinero, pero dice que el chino no quiere dar. Wow. Dice porque el dinero no ha llegado. So what he want to do? He want to apply and he want to get the money first before he deliver the goods. When you go into the shop, Emerson, Tú no vas en la tienda y tú vas a hacer...
Pagar primero.
¿Qué cuesta una Coca-Cola? 1.50, ok, ahí está. Ya puedes ir a conseguir la Coca-Cola.
Sí.
No es justo que hacen...
Es cierto.
Es en San Joaquín y yo creo que en Pachacán, uno de esos áreas ahí.
En San Joaquín y Pachacán.
Yo soy seguro de San Joaquín, pero no sé si es Pachacán o otro de las aldeas allá.
Qué cosas, ¿verdad? Qué raro. Vamos a hacer nuestra investigación acerca de eso. Qué raro. No hay palabras como decir las cosas que se vienen dando. O sea, la manera que tratan a la población. ¿Cómo vas a decirle a la gente esto si tú llegaste a un acuerdo para darle a la gente? Sí sé que el pantry cambió, cambió bastante el pantry.
¿Que la cantidad?
Creo que los artículos. Los artículos. Porque antes daban, estoy seguro, daban cloro, ahora ya no dan cloro.
O porque esa vez el pandemic estaba fuerte.
Ajá.
Entonces, tal vez por eso estaba dando eso para hacer sanitize y todo eso.
Ajá. Me imagino que sí, ahora ya no dan cloro. Cuando se trata de verduras, tampoco dan verduras. Sí, mucho te dan una cosita como estas de 3 pepinos. Y ya estuvo 2 manzanas.
Pero algo es algo, man.
Sí, pero sí sé que cambió. Sí sé. No, yo voy a la imagen de que cambió. Cambió un poquito porque mucha gente decía, Emerson, ¿qué pasó con el pancho? Pues yo no sé. O sea, yo no te puedo decir qué es lo que... Es que antes me daban cloro y ahora ya no me dan cloro. Mira lo que me dieron, llegaron allá y mira lo que me dieron, una cosa de pepino así, pues dicen que es verdura, pues es verdura, es verdura.
Algo es algo, man.
Algo es algo, peor es nada, hay gente que no consiguió.
Do you know anything about the second program that they said would start in August? I never really hear anything
The
about
second program that would start, which program?
Some program, I think it's what we are,
But wasn't that starting in July, the 15th?
I think...
Yeah, nothing as yet.
Yeah, but it's coming on board.
Yeah, it's coming on board. I believe, I tend to believe that on these days they will be releasing the applications again. I know that they wanted to cover up the folks that haven't gotten, because it's a total of $900 they should have give out. And
assistance.
The assistance. That's the word we need to use.
Yeah, that's why you see people. You remember one time when they right there, some persons were calling that saying that here in Trial Farm, that they may have one store or whenever they give the amount what they're supposed to give, and then like the people who were called from San Joaquin and so on said the Chinese store no want to get anything. Watch out. When people send you a purchase order, are you sending your invoice? Your invoice will not be processed the same day you collect,
Okay.
That have to go through different steps. And then when that money transfer, it takes a little while to go into the bank. But if you don't get that yet, and you don't send your invoice on next purchase order, come in, you adhere to that, or write the government and tell them, you know what? I know I continue this program. I know I make no more money off of this program. So don't send me nothing else. Because they know they do a favor,
Then they make money.
Then they make money, man. So why you hustle the people and you squeeze the government because maybe your payment not convenient and you get an expert order? Go with that, man. But if you know you couldn't handle it from time, you shouldn't take it.
Yeah.
And somebody said that's why it's better to support our Belizean store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is. We have always said we not got nothing against the Chinese nor nothing like that,
You got against the way they do things.
Exactly.
The things that they do.
Exactly.
That is unjust for the Belizean people. You go in our store, they so go and check something when somebody tell me if you buy for there. Watch out, the thing full of dust. And then I ask the man, I tell her this thing got a lot. I just wipe it off. And it done. You the laugh. It's time for us to go. Let's go.
Vamos a despedirnos. Vamos a ver. Hay que tocar ese tema porque sí, muchas de las veces llegas a las tiendas y hasta con un mal modo y vas a ir a comprar, a patrocinarlos y con un mal carácter ay. Pero bueno, vamos a tocar ese tema desde temprano un día de estos. Gracias por su fiel Bueno, vamos a tomar la llamada.
We have to take the call. That's what we're here for.
Vamos a tomar la llamada. Aló, buenos días.
Buenos días. Yo estoy llamando sobre un incidente que pasó en Market este weekend. El concern es que no policía en drug quiere poner hands on it.
Okay.
Un mother y daughter atacaron a una señora en Market y hicieron report todo y hasta el sol de hoy no recogen a la señora y su hija. Y la señora anda hablando que como ella va a ver a cual sea persona, ella puede tocar cual sea persona en Market.
La persona trabaja en el market.
¿Ah?
La señora trabaja en el market.
Las dos trabajan en el Market. ¿Qué nombre?
Okay.
Yeah. ¿Y qué es que pasó?
El thing es que el underage girl fue a atacar a una mujer de 35 years old el Friday. Hicieron un report y todo. El Saturday, la mamá y la hija pegaron a la señora de 35 years, la chancetearon. Hasta el sol de hoy, policía no ha hecho nada para eso.
Wow.
Y esas son personas que venden en el mercado.
Sí. Uno se llama...
So, la señora y su hija, los dos trabajan en el mercado.
Sí.
Venden allá.
Sí.
Okay.
Ya testigos fueron a contra de ella en policía, dijeron todo lo que pasó. En policía no quieren ni recoger a ellos. Todas las señoras andan infiltrando cual sea persona que ven.
Ya, pues.
Y la otra señora está bien lastimada, no puede ni caminar la otra señora. Camina chenca en Market. Dile que la menor de edad la agarró patada a la señora. A la señora tenía aguantado.
Wow.
¿Y los dos de ellos trabajan en el mercado?
Sí, los tres.
Los tres de ellos.
Pues, no sé, voy a ver cómo puede hacer comunicación para ver si algo va a pasar. Pero muchas gracias, es triste que está pasando. Y tenemos autoridades, ¿no?
Porque el policía dice que él no puede hacer nada porque él no tiene suficiente evidencia.
Ya, pues hay que buscar gente que...
Pero ya fueron 6 testigos que estaban en Market. Las mismas señoras que están en Market fueron a police station y nada.
Y dice que no hay evidencia y las personas ya fue allá.
Ya todos. Hasta mi mamá es testigo.
Wow.
Bueno, pues gracias por llamar y vamos a ver cómo podemos llegarle a alguien que escuche ese caso.
Porque yo soy DVP y si ella no hace caso, yo voy con mi carrejón.
Ok,
muchas gracias.
Sí, papá, yo soy DVP, ya.
Ok, pues, ok. Gracias por llamar. Esperamos de que las autoridades tomen cartas en el asunto, ¿verdad? Porque no es parte de política. Sea lo que sea tu favoritismo en la política, el hecho es de que hay una persona agredida y la ley también debe de hacer sus investigaciones correspondientes para solventar asuntos de esa manera.
Yo creo que la ley debe de ver los dos lados.
Exactamente.
Pueden ir allá a hablar con gente que está ahí. Si tiene 6 personas que ya fue allá y dice que no es válido, pues habla con la otra persona y ¿qué está pasando? Pacha, usted puede tener una queja con una persona, pero no debe de pegarlo.
No, simple y sencillamente, y una menor de edad, dice, una menor de edad, una señora ya, no hombre, ¿qué tal si esa señora hubiese agredido a la menor de edad? Iba a ser más problema, ¿verdad? Yo digo que todos hijos, todos entrenados. Hay que hacer de tal manera las investigaciones correspondientes. Si los amigos de la autoridad y en el mercado, qué vergüenza, en el mercado puedes ver tantas cosas, pero no solo vas por verdura, vas por el chisme, vas por mirar
¿qué está pasando?
Hasta Russell se están volviendo en el mercado.
Pues ya llegamos.
Ya llegamos al final nosotros de este espacio. Fue un gusto y un placer enorme estar acompañándole. Gracias por su fiel sintonía. El día de mañana, si Dios así lo permite, ingresaremos una vez más al set y por supuesto desglosando la información que nos llega para que usted esté muy bien informado y también podamos dialogar y conversar especialmente de los temas que nos agobian en nuestro país. Gracias, con permiso, pásela bien.
On behalf of the Jones and the Heredia family, they take this time to thank everyone who helped with the funeral service for Mr. Jones. For the week, anybody who helped send wreaths, cards, if you were just at the church, if you just had us in mind, everybody helped with his illness when he was ill. On behalf of the Jones and Heredia family, they say a big thank you to you all, and let's all stay strong together. It's good to see when family comes together and you can hear so many good things said. It's very nice, but let's continue doing it more often when we have life, when we can hear and we can understand what we are saying to each others, because great things were said, and most of those great things that were said are very true, are very real when it comes to Mr. Jones. That's the dad of Dillon, because we lived in that area and we saw and we felt that love from Mr. Jones. He was laid to rest, unfortunately, yesterday, but I believe he has went to a better place. All the suffering has stopped, and it's up to us now to take care of ourselves and do the right thing. We invite you to stay tuned to North Television Channel 10, 12 o'clock today. We have repeat of the Channel 7 news. Also 6, today is a hot news. We should hear some great things coming out of today's news, and this show repeats at 8 o'clock tonight. Thanks to Rahim for the technical support. Thanks to Chepe for everything all the time. Chepe do his sum up quick. He said, they say, well, 2 that for me and 2 that for you and 2 that for you, but said they never want to take the 1 cent, and they say China take the 1 cent, but Chepe said money not money. So you make it happen. So folks, have yourself a wonderful time. If the good Lord so will, tomorrow is Friday, and we'll be back right here on North Television Channel 10.
Con permiso.
SugarCity Morning Show.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Carzal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartaneja? Why is it that we have to take $50 million